My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, the Darkest Republic estate thereof. Okay, where do you need to be locked away? Wasting sickness. Kind of, maybe, not really, but kind of, but maybe, but not really. But kind of. I don't want you to get any more sick than you currently are. Sakeville, Spotted Fever, yep, sure, let's remove that as well. Totally forgot to level up above end stuff, but thankfully, didn't matter for us. So all we need right now is this. Hang on. Is the continuation of this abbey. 19, 24, 26, if I recall correctly, or 28. I definitely don't need 94 crests. So, like, how many crests become a bust? Okay. That's a reasonable exchange rate. I think I go, like, change 50 of them.
Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
I think that's reasonable. Now, what do I want to do with the rest of my time right now? Basically, I think I tread water getting extra... Oh, I guess I do mid-tier missions right now. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Upgrade everyone! Everyone! I have a lot of money. Just in case it wasn't... just in case it wasn't already apparent. We want to gather grain sacks, gather medicine, or 90% of rooms. We'll go 90% of rooms because it's got the busts as the reward. Evasive, Warrior of Light with a natural swing. That's pretty good, to be honest. You're a natural swing rune tactician. Sure, let's go Bodarel there, Mobek there. Cards, shitty in the area. You're shitty in the area. You're not good either. You are just generally pretty good. I think it's Streedlin. Rune tactician with quick reflexes. What more can you want? And you're an unholy slayer, and you're a warrior of light. Oh, baby. Okay, you are already a natural swing. Okay, so unequip, sword. I'm going to need scouting, but this is already some real good scouting. I think I still need the other scouting chance from the Ancestors map. Basically, we are going to just insta-kill things as the whole point of this build. So if we're going to insta-kill things, you need to be faster. You've already got your accuracy on. So that's accuracy, the rest of the accuracy that you're going to need and your damage. And then I think I just give you the... What do I give you? I'm thinking I could just give you the quick draw charm. Have you instantly destroy someone. You go instantly destroy someone as well. Alright, this seems good as well. Okay, you instantly destroy someone by... this? Extra crit? It's extra damage on melee skills as well. The only way that you're going to go at any reasonable pace is if I give you this instead, though. And you definitely take the musket ball. That's a lot of damage. It really is. You can also take extra damage, and you've got the extra accuracy. I think you can get away with just doing this. And then you get all the scouting. Do I need scouting on you? I feel like this is really good offensively, and if I part that with something else offensive, like I could just do this for you, and you would crit like every attack. But then what am I doing with you? I guess giving you the accuracy? Speed? Makes you a lot faster, sure. You're not going to be critting, so this is the correct combination for you. And this is pretty good for you as well. Okay. So then we'll check that all of their skills are as high as they can be. Streevlin, you are actually going to have this available just in case someone gets onto Death Door. That's almost certainly not going to occur, but just in case. And again, we have another backup-ish healer, just in case. Beautiful. Looks real good to me. Let's go into the ruins and instantly decimate fucking everything. Lot of skeleton keys if we're going into the ruins. Reasonable amount of herbs. I like just taking a stack of shovels so that I can be a bit liberal with my usage of them. And then... like, that many torches. Let's go! This should not take any time at all. My plan is to try and run maybe a short
Pace
after
out the
this.
halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
So we're going to explore 90% of rooms. Reasonable. Let's get the stashed heirlooms.
If
Oh, I
only
love those
treasure
heirlooms
could
as well.
staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
It was a good heirloom to pick up. Hey, extra scouting, don't mind if I do. I'm only here for heirlooms, though. All I care about.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
So even though this is still a lot of backtracking, we get to backtrack along a new path. So that's why I chose to go this direction first and then that direction later. One down.
Obliterated.
Yeah, it's real difficult to tell why I went with this build, isn't it? Two down.
Destroyed.
Oh, wow. One of them lived. Crazy random happenstance. Dodged and... X-Blade for 0 damage. Dodged. Really? Huh. Alright, fair enough. See if anyone goes fast and... they should go. Yeah, beautiful.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Is there any achievement for taking no damage throughout the course of an entire dungeon? Because first off, that would be a really sadistic achievement, because that's almost
Laden with
impossible.
loot are often low on supplies.
But secondly, if I was ever going to get it, I would be getting it now. I guess I'm going to do a split shot with this thing. Really? Wow, I was expecting that kill. Yep, there we go. We've taken a point of damage. I'm real sad about it. Nice skull toss. Don't stun her. Dang. Stun the big guy. Really? You shouldn't be acting faster than her. That don't really make much sense, to be honest with you.
Their formation
Go
was broken.
and just
Maintain the offensive.
slap them until they are dead. Beautiful.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Okay, let's get a scout here. Here we go. Got it and go. Boom. Oh, I can call him, can't I? And Sack's contents say 100 gold. I'm gonna start throwing away gold and stuff
As
to
the
get
light gains
more
purchase,
heirlooms, which is just
spirits are
blasphemy
lifted.
usually.
And purpose is made clear. Eradicated.
Eradicated. I love being able to say it like that.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
This is why we didn't bring a healer. Although 2 of our people can heal as well. I love it. It's a good build.
Wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Although it wouldn't work in situations where overconfidence happened to be some sort of a slow and or an insidious killer. In those circumstances, this would be a bad build. But thankfully, we're not in those circumstances. Two down.
Annihilated.
God, stop it. Stop stressing that character, dang it.
Press the
3 down.
Give them no quarter.
Here's a heal. Because my first action next turn is going to kill this anyway. God, stop acting before someone who is faster than you, piece of shit. God.
Continue the onslaught.
Rude.
Destroy them all.
Okay, decorative urn. Let's see what we get. Nice. That's worth more than a full stack of these, and definitely more than a full stack of that.
The light, the promise of safety.
Stress is going to be one of our biggest enemies in this fight. Beautiful. Okay, let's see if we can get that kill. We can. And not only that, but we can also crit the shield wall. You get to quarrel for about 8 damage. Oh, look at me, I'm so sad about that 8 damage. Look at me cry. Wah, wah. That's my impersonation of me crying. Eat dirt.
This expedition at least promises success.
Don't need that. Okay, skeleton case. Show me what you got.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
There we go. We'll take both of those, and it's almost camping time. It's okay. We'll camp when we get around here. The camping buffs are gonna make this hilarious, by the way. Oh, baby.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
It's just gonna get funnier and funnier. Iron Maiden.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Bye-bye, heavy boots. Yep, just for 2 of them. They trade at a reasonable rate, actually. Is, I feel, a good approach. Oh, hang on. Battle time. Hey, they're surprised. No problem.
A decisive pummeling.
And you're dead. Beautiful. Start working on you. Either of our ranged characters can kill you next turn, and then we can stun you.
The slow death.
1 down.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Actually, a split will now kill you because the frontliner died without leaving a corpse. Kind of like that. Okay, 2 damage left. Can we do it in time? We totally can. Didn't even matter. Nice
The
crit.
greater the glory.
We could rest before this. No, we don't need to rest before the curio. This is going to get us a reasonable amount of the way. But we are probably going to need to run another mission after this in order to finish up our upgrades to that specific part of the hamlet. But then the hamlet is going to be entirely upgraded. There's a few other things that we could do, but honestly, I don't want to be treading water for too long. It's just, we're in a really good position to be able to finish the hamlet and without doing another whole run, specifically with the idea in mind of finishing the hamlet. It doesn't make sense to abandon this chance, to throw away this shot. And I am not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. Look, I'm gonna get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I am amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains and no polish. I got a holler just to be heard with every word I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shiny piece of gold trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage I have learned to manage. I don't have a kind of bread. I walk these streets, damn
Tickets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Plan is to fan this spark into a flame, but damn, it's getting ducks and let me spell out the name. I am the ALEXANDER. We are wet. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Look, I like that musical. So
without hope.
Hamilton, that is. Sure. Extra accuracy, reduce stress, nice. We want the speed one as well. Thank you. We don't have anything else. Huh. You don't have the right kit on you at the moment. No, interesting. Okay, I guess the rest of our stuff is just going to be... Scouting chance is probably pretty good. Be an unshakable leader, I guess?
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
I only just realized that I didn't leave myself time to finish a... to prevent nighttime ambush, that is. I don't think anyone had the ability to do anyway, so... Okay.
Masterfully
That's pretty good.
executed.
He's pretty good. Oh, really? Come on! 1 HP! Cool at all. Alright, 2 down. These ones actually deal damage, though, so... Never mind. Try again. Yeah. About as successful as you were in the first one, buddy. Okay, destroy the corpses basically just to bring you forward so that if it comes to the turn of the leper's going to be able to kill you. Kind of like that. 33 casual damage.
Foolish horrors.
There's a nightly aura for you.
And driven into the mud.
And everyone's stress is basically back to 0. Yeah, you've got 6 stress. Come on, that's nothing. You've got 2 more? Oh, damn, 2 is actually really deadly. Good thing I brought all these shovels, by the way. I did loot some shovels, but I've used 3 or 4 so far, so it was pretty good I picked them up.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Nope. Oh, come on. I really ought to have scouted this corridor. Oh, come here. Yeah. Okay, what ability do you have that made you do that? Bloodthirsty. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I can't recall all of the things that make you interact with that specific curio. Basically, I'm only going around looking for heirlooms at this point.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Yeah, sure, take some hunger damage. I don't give a shit. Do I look like I am a person who gives a shit? Hint. No. Not at all, not even slightly.
Well struck.
Really? You shouldn't be going faster than her. Well, our splitting daggers next turn is going to be really powerful, I'll tell you that much. Hopefully we get to go first next turn with the character that has the highest speed in the entire goddamn fight. There we go, beautiful, and...
Devastating blow.
Pumped him.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Sorry, what's that? I didn't hear that. You talking about overconfidence or some bullshit?
The great ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
So we got basically enough money to cover the resources that we put into it, but this is really what we care about. All the stuff that I just skipped. Oh, quick draw, really? That's funny. That's gold.
The plume and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all.
Okay, let's see if we can somehow end up with 23 crests. Yay! Oh. Crests, I mean boss, of course. So it's 23 and I think that was 27, 29. 29. So I have 7 available to trade. Okay, yeah. We're not close enough. We are not close enough to being able to finish our busts after that mission. But we are very, very close just in general. Yeah, sure. Let's go to a short wield, I guess. You can do a short wield. Although the reward for this is deeds. Reward for this is busts. Sure, we'll do a short cove. Short cove takes that. Takes a bunch of those. Takes 2 of those. Full stack of those. Fuck everything else. Sure, I'll take 2 of those. And then torches until we have enough. Boom, done. Don't you ever tell me about overconfidence and what it is and is or not.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Yeah, I know, that's why I brought all of those. Medicinal herbs. Medicinal herbs, apparently, is the way that you pronounce that, according to my previous Batman speech. If I can get any scouting while I'm moving through here. Apparently not. That's fine. I need scouting anyway.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
That's what you think. It's just going to be full of heirlooms. Oh, sure. Let's not scout anything at all. That's fine. Yeah. Your resilience is heightened. Yay! That's going to be difficult to bleed you, and you are vulnerable to bleed, mainly.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I mean, the main weakness
as the fiend falls
right now is that we don't do very good direct target damage to protected characters. But you can't do good direct target damage to protected characters.
Masterfully executed.
Outside of, like, just critting the ever-loving hell out of them like we just did there.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Yeah, I figured he was going to take 6 more damage to the bleed. If we're going to run into a Nuka Crusher, we're going to run into a Nuka Crusher, and then we'll be sad about bleeding, so we may as well save the bandages for that.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Stodge. Honestly, the fact that I'm not scouting is really sad. My scouting chance ought to be like 50%.
Gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Salvage the unburnt torch. Don't mind if I did. Right, come on. Empty room, scout. All I've got to do, apparently, is just call it more often. Beautiful. There's our first hunger proc. We are prepared to take 2 more hunger procs without problem. After that, yes, we've got trouble. We've got trouble, boss. A raid is about to break down. That's a game I still want to cover, by the way. It's called Theme Park World. It was also called Roller Coaster Tycoon. But not the Roller Coaster Tycoon that you're thinking of. It's a different one. Made by Bullfrog Games. It had a little ant that spoke... I mean, depending on your region, it either spoke in a kind of like UK Scottish accent or it spoke in like full American. But the only good one is the UK Scottish one because he sounds so cool. And I will handle no... what is it? I'm looking for a word for disagreement. It's, no dissension, no... Dissent. I'll handle no dissent on that topic.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yeah, I kill him before his turn. Beautiful. One shot. 2 shots.
Formation is broken.
People have trouble with that combination sometimes, apparently. I wouldn't know. This episode is going to be called Overconfidence, and people are going to expect, oh god, something horrible happens because overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, and obviously he's being overconfident, so something horrible is going to happen. But nothing horrible is just going to, like, it's just going to be fine the whole time.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Because this is undoubtedly overconfidence. 100%.
Destroyed.
Even if it works out for me. Whatever, we'll blight usually kill.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I wanted to do that so that this guy would actually move forward, so that I can hit him with my melee characters, because I wasn't going to be able to get a kill with both of my ranged characters, unless...
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
18% damage is reasonable. I wasn't going to be able to get a kill with both of my ranged characters unless they both crit, which is, it's a little too much to rely on, to be entirely honest with you. Okay. This is reasonable so far. Okay, solid kill, especially because it crit. Reasonable. Get the... God damn it. I hate when it's just short.
Unnerved.
Oh, that bleed's gonna last for a while, yeah. 5 rounds of bleeding. I hate that their crits make their DOTs last longer. This needs to be cured. Kill one of them. Yay, and then this one should go next. Lunge for the kill. By the way, this is the mission completed.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright, yeah, we'll go now.
Despite its morbid aspect, this twisted, cavernous maze seems almost traversable.
Sorry, what are you talking about being traversable? We're at home.
Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
We are very close to being done. I need 29 of these left over, so I can actually throw 9. Which, I'm pretty certain, is exactly enough to finish. That's more than enough, in fact. The Abbey my ancestor once knew and restored to its former glory. We have managed to complete the entire Darkest Republic estate. And now, we need to find a group that we are willing to send into the Darkest Dungeon. And then send them into the Darkest Dungeon. I'm almost certain that that should just occur next episode. Yeah. Yeah, I think that just happens next episode. Well, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. The name of the series has been the Darkest Republic Estate, Darkest Dungeon, blah, blah, blah. If you've liked the episode, please click like. It does help me get my content out to new people. There's also a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this video game, past, present, and future. At the moment, I'd just like to really quickly say, after we finish the first campaign for Darkest Dungeon, since this will be like 110-ish episodes, I'll probably retire Darkest Dungeon for a while so that I can start doing some other games, because my schedule has been a little bit stale recently. I do want to return to Darkest Dungeon at some point in the future and do a New Game Plus run, whether or not I do that while I'm streaming, or I do that after they release a bunch of updates. They do have town events planned, which is something, unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to interact with, because I'm going to have finished Darkest Dungeon by then. Whether it's that I return to play some more classes, return to play mods, return to play New Game Plus, there will, almost certainly, I'll say, be more Darkest Dungeon content after this campaign ends. But for the moment, it looks like the next episode is going to be the end. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. and we'll see you then.